Welcome back to Financial Fisherman, Craigie, coming at you live from beautiful, I guess I'm in Holly Grove, New Orleans, used to be one of the shadier parts of town. It's kind of getting a little bit, I heard it called gentrified, which I never thought I'd hear. Little Holly Grove near Carrollton in Earhart, Louisiana. I drive this route every day to work for the last 10, 11 years. Before that, I drove it many a time. It's a kind of a throughput. Used to shoot pigeons under it when I was 10. I just want to talk about today, the word hiding assets sounds shady. Sounds like money laundering. It's not. You're not hiding anything. You want to own assets in your LLC. I created my first company and people made fun of me. CJ Enterprises. It lasted about 5 or 6 years, and all I did was I held mortgage deeds of trust in it. It was my first foray into it. I did it through the business, and I found out that it's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is through a self-directed IRA, and I talk about self-directed IRAs all the time. People think, I have an IRA. I'm at Schwab. I'm at Vanguard. I'm at Fidelity. You have a traditional IRA. You don't have a self-directed IRA. You can't put your business in there. You can't put, entities in there, real estate, stuff like that, gold, crypto, whatever. Super flexible. Some of them have checkbook capability. You can buy a house on the spot with a check, or you can put down the down payment. And tax deferred. If it's a Roth, it's no tax ever. You pay the tax up front, and that's it, one time. Do yourself a favor. The tax code wasn't written for you, for the W-2 employee, for you and me and all these other people. I urge everybody, man, look into it. If you don't want to do an LLC, that's fine. You can just hold your assets in your name. But if something happens, you're screwed. And the LLC doesn't provide you with it's not completely bulletproof. I mean, if you go renege on it and get a bunch of loans and all that, trust me, they'll find a way to make you pay in the long run. Or if you don't, you'll be in bad shape. You'll have terrible business credit. Your Dun & Bradstreet score, your NAV score is going to be horrific. To be clear, once again, I'm not talking about a Cook Islands trust or some wild thing in the Caymans or, Switzerland or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about a traditional LLC. And then, as my wife's favorite, not the escort, it's the S, the letter S corporation, or a C corporation. You could do both. You can do either. But the C corporation comes with a lot of headaches. A lot more board meetings, you got to have shareholder meetings, all this kind of stuff. You probably need to issue stock, or if you're smart, you will. You can stay private and just, keep all the profits you want. By the way, Carrollton's a stunning drive. Carrollton onto St. Charles Avenue. See if I can get it. I don't know how to turn it around for y'all. I'm an old man, but I just can't stress enough the fact that, especially you can hate the current administration. I'm a libertarian. I want to be left alone. I hope we have divided government, by the way. I hope the Democrats do something and stand up a little bit and stop claiming that the answer to life is the government owning the means of production. No, I'm not really a big fan of investing in private companies, the government investing in private companies, but at some point, at the end of the day, I've had to kind of, modify my position a little bit. I'm still not a fan of it, but I'll take it. If the money was already there, we gave the money to Intel already, and it's like a drug. You got a businessman in the White House. I get it. And it's the first time we really had anybody that truly knew business. I mean, yeah, we've had some decent presidents before. I mean, look, I didn't crow all the time when Obama did stuff. I mean, his White House was measured. They had some good people in his economic team. They were Keynesian. I don't necessarily always agree with their approach, priming the pump all the time. And they did have some tax breaks. As a matter of fact, my sister bought a house and they got $8,000 credit. Anyway, enough about all of that. On to the good stuff. My nephew and I, portfolios reached, a decent, we're at kind of a precipice. I got him looking up 3 more companies that we're going to invest in. We'll keep you up to date on that. And, I'll post my holdings and my Robinhoods. I split the Robinhood into 3: retirement, investing, and C money. And that's, that's our account. I mean, I don't care if you know the holdings. I mean, it's no secret. It's not really a big secret or anything like that. I don't claim this is financial advice. I say it's nothing but entertainment. I'm telling you what I do, not what you should do. I'd love to take the Series 7, but I just haven't had the time, I mean, I'm a pretty busy man. I work 48 to 60 a week, which the plan is to cut that back sooner or later. I mean, all my bills are going to evaporate for the most part. I'm taking on the daughter's student loans probably later this year or early next year. It's not that much money. She just didn't pay them. Nobody paid the student loans on purpose during COVID, which, I don't know, whatever, it's $1.4 trillion. These poor kids, and some of them through no fault of their own, went to these fancy schools, and then their parents just take some loans out, whatever. And they're like, okay, I'll take a loan out. I'll just keep on getting loans. And if you got a big shovel, like Dave Ramsey says, it's fine. But most people don't have a big shovel. They have a little tiny shovel, a little tiny beach shovel. I'm gonna stop babbling. And by the way, that Robinhood card is stunning. I'm super proud of that. I don't even know why. It just for some reason, it's like a symbol that, the Robinhood name is out there. Their stock goes up and down. I think the name's Vlad, the dude that owns it. I think his name, I could be wrong with. I just joined the venture fund, $25 each share. I got 3. I couldn't believe I got 3. I was like, wow, I usually get 1 or none for IPOs. But I started back in Fundrise. If you haven't looked at Fundrise, just take a look at it. Private credit for the what? Private credit for the not accredited investor? Unbelievable. Passing by Drew Brees' old house. Look at that stunning church right there. If you haven't been to New Orleans, just take the drive down Carrollton, take a left on St. Charles Avenue. I'm passing Tulane and Loyola, prestigious universities. Alderman Park's on the right. All right, y'all have a great day. Love y'all. I'm going to save some lives, or I always say saving lives or helping them be comfortable at their roughest time. I mean, who the hell gets out of school and says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take care of people in their worst times. I'm going to go into the belly of the beast, the disease and the pestilence that people are we try to save people from themselves every day. That's my job. All right, y'all be good. Love y'all. Have a good day. Remember, God loves you. He's got a plan for you. Out.